I think we can all agree that the universe of Doom is extremely brutal and hostile for your average human being.
No shit.
In Doom Eternal, more than 60% of the planet has been consumed by hell, and more than 2/3 of the human population, or more than 5 billion humans, have been killed on the Hell invasion. Some of the humans that died since the invasion began on Mars were killed indirectly by the consequences of Hell's actions, so they are, in big quotation marks, fine. They experienced a painless death and are now resting in peace. But the grand majority of humans that perished at the hands of the demons were not so lucky. So in today's video we're going to take a look at the most painful and extremely disturbing ways to die in Doom lore. I kid you not when I say this, but if you ever found yourself on any of these situations, you will wish you were dead. What? Oh, my friends, didn't see you there. Let's do something interesting. My face. Let's do something interesting for this video. If this video reaches 10,000 likes, I'll play Doom VR for 24 hours straight on a stream on a slaughter map, killing hundreds of thousands of demons for charity, so let's do it. So if you haven't already, leave a huge like right now. Thank you very much. And also use code MIDNIGHT on GamerSubs. Thank you for the support. Number 5. Exposure to the Lazarus Waves. Better known as biowaves of Argent energy, is a form of hell infection that turns humans into mindless hellified zombies. On Doom 2016, these waves are what rocked the Mars UAC facility, killing 61,337 UAC employees and turning 61% of them into demons. Getting exposed to Lazarus Waves can mean two things: either you die instantly or you suffer an excruciating, painfully slow death that at the end of it, no signs of your past self will be present, and the only thing that remains is the desire to serve the Dark Lords of Hell. What makes this an extremely painful death is that these Lazarus Waves can mutate the osseous protein found on your bones, resulting in rapid skeletal growth. The expansion of the bones is so extreme that flesh will start tearing away from the host's bones. The exposed organs will rapidly die and decompose. Any personal items on the host will start fusing with their skin thanks to the plasma wave. Such things like jewelry, watches, even weapons. And all of this happens with its host alive, until the pain is so extreme that its brain just decides to shut down. In other words, death by extreme pain. It sort of reminds me to the Flood in some way, how the human experiences in real time how his body is changing in extreme ways, with the exception that the Flood keeps its host alive for all eternity. Number 4. Undergoing the Revenant Procedure. As you guys know or may not know, years after discovering the Argent Fracture on Mars, some UAC employees began to corrupt, worshipping this energy as some sort of godly figure, such as Olivia Pierce, the head of the UAC cult. These cultists did everything from experimentation on demons, human sacrifices, giving themselves as human meat for the demons they captured, and even turning themselves into creatures from hell, such as the Revenant program, which, according to the codex entries of Doom, states that the subject, in this case a cultist, undergoes a slow, methodical transformation of extreme pain. The process begins attaching multiple launch rocket batteries onto each shoulder of the human, and an Argent charged neural biochip on the subject's cerebral cortex. Quick note, all of this is done with the subject alive and without anesthesia. The subject is then exposed to extreme doses of Lazarus Waves that quickly accelerate the growth of its bones. After weeks of continued exposure, what's left of the patient is a 3-meter beast comprised entirely by bone. It is still not known whether or not the person in question is still there. What we know is that the result of this procedure is a machine of death. Number 3. Getting shot by a Mancubus. Did you know that Mantubai shoot you with the bile and goo from their digestive system? This waste inside of them is so toxic and flammable that any human unfortunate enough to get shot by this monster will end up like this monster. Also, according to the codex, Mantubai like to eat whatever flesh they find around, including humans that have been melted alive by the vile inside their digestive systems. I know that getting killed by a demon, whatever the race and monster, is a complete nightmare, but I find the way the Mantubai kill their prey extremely violent and disturbing. Just imagine yourself melting from toxic waste while being alive. I can't see, but I'm scared. Ugh. Number 2. The Transfiguration process. This doesn't affect the humans because they simply do not undergo this process on their lifespan, but still, it's really fucked up. The Makers are an exceptionally long-lived race. Though they are not immortal, at the end of their life cycle, they suffer some form of biological and mental degradation. Their bodies begin to rapidly change and mutate, and their mind starts to corrupt. When the father still had a physical body, the Makers that went through this process accepted death voluntarily and became one with the hive mind. But with the father nowhere to be seen, nothing stops the Makers from turning into monsters you would most likely see on Bloodborne. Their body doesn't die, but their consciousness does. This process is extremely painful for its host, and what's left at the end of it is Amygdala from Bloodborne.
Oh, Amygdala. Oh, Amygdala. Have mercy on the poor bastard.
And number 1. Soul extraction. The demonic invasion on humanity was made with one purpose in mind: absorb the earth and its knowledge into hell, and use the humans as fuel for its forces. In the lore, if a demon kills you, you go directly to hell. But there's also other ways the demons take the humans down into the depths of Inferno. As seen on level 1 of Doom Eternal, Hell on Earth, demons take as many humans as possible, fuse them into one big biomass, and cage them for their long journey. All of these humans are somehow still alive and conscious of what's happening to them. When they finally reach Necrovol, the city of the damned, the demons start torturing the humans extensively for days, weeks, months, even years, barely keeping them alive. This process is known as soul extraction, where the demons torture a human to the point where all glimmers of hope leave the human's soul and body, making way for the demons to extract his soul and fuse it with the Argent Well. And it doesn't stop there. Take a look at this. This is a vortex of tormented human souls. Not even after their death will they rest in peace. They are destined to suffer for all eternity as their consciousness fades away and fuses with the collective of souls. Now that I think about it, this is strangely similar to how hell is depicted in Berserk. If you know of any other disturbing way to die in Doom lore, please leave it down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hello Spartans, thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know what you think about this topic down in the comment section. Leave a like if you did, any dislike if you disliked the video, it is completely fine. If you like the content, please consider subscribing and click the bell to get all future videos notifications. Only like 17% of you have the bell notification on, so yeah, if you want to get future videos, click the bell right now. And so anyways, my friends, have an awesome weekend, stay safe, adios, bye.